Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for The Amazing Spider-Man issue 10, 2025. This is actually a really kind of cool cover. I mean, you see the issue 10 with the legacy numbering, you see the pricing there, Daily Bugle. I thought it was just going to be this, but this is a really kind of cool article by Ben Urich that you could actually read, showcasing that shit is not going well for Spidey. So let's kind of crack into this. Back in simpler times in a long-forgotten department store. Aunt May, I spent a lot of time alone when I was little and I used to play this game. We had a big closet in the hall and I'd climb into it and I'd shut the door. I'd sit among the coats and forgotten household junk we always meant to throw out but never did. Thing is, I think at some point every kid kind of experiments with that, kind of. Because I'd kind of do it because you're like closed in and you're like, okay, it's my headspace. And if I didn't touch anything, I would lose the boundaries of my hands, like I was turning into a ghost. Peter! Or like I never really existed in the first place. Someone else's dream of a little boy. Are you alright? Don't scare me like that. Don't leave me, Peter. Okay, Aunt May. Sorry. And it's like, okay, what's going on there? Fucking, that is a really good Spidey one there, so thank you. Creative T. Like, let's see. Michael Dowling, Marty Gracia, and of course Joe Kelly and everything, but it's like, yeah. Let me see. Are we good to Let's see. And of course, the lettering and everything, but like, that is peak Spidey there. That's like, yeah. The game was to see how long I could stand it before I started to think I wasn't really me. I was a weird kid. God, look at that explosion. Shit. Ooh, and this is really kind of cool. We've got our paneling, but we've got the white pages that kind of give the pop on certain things. I thought he was out of the game. He isn't. Shock him up. The quack. Yes, on the east side. Hurry, he needs help. Which he? Fuck. The hell? He was down, man. As he just kicks him in the head. It's like, god damn. But then Spidey gets shocked and slammed into a car. Kill him and get me down. Don't have to tell me twice. The last thing you'll ever hear is that the aftershocks own your formerly friendly neighborhood. Thunk. It's like, oh, okay, let's see what's going on there. We gotta stop meeting like this. Heh. Nice to have you back, sir. I'm Captain Kintsugi. Get down! And then we see Spidey using his web shooters like kind of gauntlets more than like the whipping that we usually see. That's one way to stop them, huh? Hey, I don't want to like overstep, but can they still breathe in that? Spider-Man? It's like, oh shit. True believers, I know you know that J. Jonah Jameson only hands you the unvarnished truth, be it by page, podcast, or carrier pigeon. So it's with a heavy heart that I must report that one of the city's so-called heroes, Spider-Man has gone rogue, thud. He said a drastic change of heart and tactics unhinged since his brutal defeat a few weeks ago. Last night, while apprehending agents of the Shocker, three people are in the hospital. One with a shattered hip. He nearly killed those men. As we see Felicia training on a weight bag. And before anyone comments that I've gone soft on criminals, they got what they deserve, but that's besides the point. He's using a new web formula that takes hours to dissolve, is stronger than steel, and can impale people. I don't know what's happened since the Central Park debacle, but there's only one word for a man like that. Parker, been a minute. Hop in. As we see Pete kind of just walk in and listening to this, and Tombstone's like, get in. That's okay, Tombstone. I'm not doing that. I don't want to be late for work. You won't. We need to discuss our mutual friend privately. Be a pal. Frankie's out on parole, and we wouldn't want him in a position where he breaks his nose. Too late. As he actually takes the dude, it's like, what the fuck's going on here with Peter? Are you mentally ill? I'm out of the messenger business permanently. You want to talk to Spider-Man? Slide into his DMs or shine a light in the sky. For real? This is the play? You seem to have forgotten what happened the last time you decided to grow a pair. Didn't forget. Just don't care. You don't scare me anymore, Tombstone. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. We'll see, boy. We'll see. As we see Felicia looking on. It's like, yeah, until they actually try and hit you on a certain spot. Ha! Stop it. You're killing me. All over. Ha! I'm like wearing it. Rand Enterprises. So yeah, with my rented suit glistening with insecure epoxy as it turns into a shell, that's how I met the greatest scientist of all time. So perfect. Oh god. Oh god, you kill me. Literally look like a snail. Slime trail and everything. Stop. I can't breathe. Also, your work here is wrong. The sequencing model is off. What? It's no big, man. You're only matching 1,000 DNA pairs by hand. But it's wrong, so, fix it or your shrooms won't support the weight of my tech and my soteria. Children, there's science should be fun, and there's disturbing the workplace. Go away, Astrid. As you wish, ma'am. It's like, yeah, I get it. No, she's actually really on point there. It's like, okay, sorry, Dr. O, I'm just blowing off some steam. Now, my soteria coming along. Also, please tell me Naring isn't covering something NSFW. Nope, just a sloppy bit of molecular biology. We'll fix it. Dude, ouch. Certain you will. I need to step out for personal matter. Everything all right? Let's say yes, since it will be less awkward. Can I put you on the desk to back up any of the department heads? Dr. OM, I can handle that. I want you on the Mysoteria. The bio needs to catch up to Parker's Mechie. Parker, happy to man the ship, Captain. Try not to sink it. And thanks, Parker. And it's like, okay, we'll have to see. Normally, he would kind of go more up to bat for like Nearing, but it's like, okay. Glad I could count on you. Brian's a good guy. Funny as hell, just a little scattered. I'll whip him into shape. The boss definitely is definitely looking to me to pick up the slack, though. Nice to feel respected for a change. Where are we having dinner tonight? It's like, okay. And then he gets shot. It's like, shit. I'm like, okay, that's one way to look at it, Peter. Hi, nerd. You pissed off the wrong gangster. Shocker? Hence, your breathing privileges are revoked as he slips on a can. It's like, okay. But that's because bad luck for a bad man as Black Cat pops in. And good ass on the pages. No loose pages or fucked up staples. Don't blame me, sweetness. They're your vibes. And I like the paneling here. Felicia coming down and then coming down even harder. It's like, oh shit. Fuck you, Black Cat. Language shocker. I thought you were a professional. I am. And then, of course, still utilizing the white on the background to, like, pop it. Tut equipment is a failure is a sign of hurt. The rig's working fine. Just added a few settings, but thanks for your concern, as she's pretty much getting kind of fucked up here. Sounds an awesome thing, isn't it, Kitty? I wonder what's going to rupture first, the blood vessels in your brain or the bag that holds your guts in. Sorry, this isn't personal. New boss, I gotta step up. For what it's worth, I was a fan, especially back when you just robbed rich morons. But then we see a threat going on. It's like, stop. And this Spider-Man ain't taking no shit. And just fucking slams him in the ground. Cracked, Spider. Wait, I felt something break. Stop, Spider. You got him. You got him. Yes, for the umpteenth time. When does it end? If he comes back, we'll deal with him. Isn't that what you always tell me? Yes. And then he fucking breaks his arm like that. It's like, shit, I was wrong. And then seeing the kind of red and like seeing Felicia in his eyes, it's like, oh, that's nutty. Good ass spider swing there. Something interesting happens when you sit in the dark and lose sight of your boundaries. It's frightening at first, but when you start down the rabbit hole from nothingness, a clarity forms. It's not just the boundaries of your body that disappear. It's all the ways you used to define yourself, which is a thing that you have to watch out for. As we see Tombstone just standing there, we see those webbed up people, and they're trying to get him down. Son, human, hero, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, the labels and the habits and the rules and the definition of self fall away. But the core remains, the true you, the one you keep hidden. It's like, that's a basic part of you. If you aren't careful, there's other things that balance you won't. As we see that Shocker just tossed a Tombstone. Message received, a new era. Alright then. Letting that out? Now that's scary. Nice work, but I think it's time we had a talk. It's like, okay. And then we get this thing. I'm scared. You're not Spider-Man. I'm aware. Just as I'm aware, you're not Peter Parker. It's like, what the fuck's going on here? To be continued in double-sized ASM 11 975. And that's going to be a more beefy and expensive one because we're getting pretty much 2 stories. As we get Spider's Web, kind of looking at it that. Of course, checking back in with the Hulk and all that. And a look at 2 Spideys. So, I'm looking forward to that one. This was nutty to really get into what's kind of going on with Spider-Man. I do like the setup of Felicia of, since Spidey's kind of gone off a little bit, she wants to kind of step up. Captain Kintsugi trying to do whatever they're trying to do. They're trying to help people at the moment. It's like, okay, let's see how he kind of works out. And trying to like work out with Spider-Man. But we got Spider-Man and this dude's not Spider-Man. This dude's not Peter Parker. What the fuck's going on here? So it's got a nice kind of setup there. We see that this is a brutal Spider-Man that does stuff differently. gauntlet webbing kind of shooters, just being very like not even like not quippy or verbose, just a couple of words saying that he was wrong, smashing and just fucking shit up. Now it still feels within the realm. It isn't like he's gone complete Punisher, so I'm glad that they've been able to not over escalate or under escalate. But the things here and there, how the Peter Parker treats Naring, how he kind of treats Tombstone's lackey, what kind of goes on there. We'll have to see how this kind of shakes out, and I'm really looking forward to the next issue for that specific purpose. So, we'll see what goes on here. I'm actually really been loving the art for this as well. Let's see. Guest artist Michael Dowling. I would kind of like more, please. I mean, I love Pepe Larraz. I love John Romita Jr. But it's really cool to see new artists and be like, ooh, okay, you do some really good Spidey and some really good Black Cat and Shocker and Tombstone, so yeah. And it works out pretty well because the action's good and character faces work out pretty well as well. That's a thing for me. Because sometimes you get a really good artist on something and they do really cool supernatural stuff, armor stuff, or action stuff, and then you get into certain kind of faces and you're like, now this kind of mainly pertains to Iron Man, where you're like, I don't know if I'm looking at Pepper Potts or Natasha Romanoff or Bethany Cab, and sometimes they're in the same fucking scene and you're like, oh, it's Pick the Redhead, isn't it? Because they're not in their usual kind of like outfits or whatnot, and you're like, oh god. But I overall enjoyed this. I could understand people being like, this is kind of weird. I don't think I'd be into this Spider-Man story. I totally get that. This, I'm like, this is a kind of weird setup. Let's roll and see what's going on here. I'm intrigued enough to be like, yeah. Let's see how this works. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you like it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.